Hello and welcome back to Factorio and space exploration with Krastorio 2. So, I've done a little bit of research and we are about to hit the next level of biters here. Which is a bit spicy. If we take a look here, assuming we get both these with 750 health, big spitters, they've already got 520 health instead of 113, so it's almost 5 times as much. And then we go from 600 on the snappers to 2,400. So we're gonna have to redesign the defenses like we talked about previously. Whenever we have gun turret less than 200, you can also request, like, I don't know, it's 50, so 500, 1,000, 2,000. Well, let's do 2,000. So we're getting that. We have a couple in storage. We need walls. We need a lot of walls. Where do we have walls located today? They are in here. Okay, let us do... Okay. Let's take that. Let's put this here. Let's do that. Let's park another few of these here, preferably. These walls, they don't really need anything other than this, right? I take a... Don't we have a yellow machine somewhere? We should really do that here. I know I built a bunch of them, which I apparently didn't request either. Let's change this to this, and then also this to this. I think we have enough resources to start building with that. Can send that into the machine. If we take a look at wall here, it's very quick to craft. So output priority, not gonna go in here. We're gonna do this, I think. We're gonna do this. And this is, let's say 4,000 walls in each. Because it's 100 each, right? And you probably don't want to make more walls than, let's say, 10k. Just so we're kind of clear about that, right? And you have reached your potential. We're now making 150 walls per minute. Which will cover a big amount of our need here. So, I'm going to look at some other research here. Right now, to do this, we need more belt, which is more low density structures, which we are not really. We're gonna have to wait a bit to get that going. We've already put yellow machines in these, so that's fine. That is fine. Now, to make this, we need a bunch of... I'm pretty sure we have these here, yes. So, the flamethrower turrets... I think we do this here as well. We're gonna do this. Actually, you know what? We have a loader coming in and we have a loader coming out. And we don't want to... we don't really care about flooding the thing, right? But we probably don't want to send out more than... let's say... this, and can I then do this? Item. This will be P0 S times 40, right? And this will then be P0S times 4. So we have 4 stacks of that, right? So if I then do this here, and I select this, you're gonna get 2k of this thing here. You're gonna wait until you have 200. And we'll be pretty happy with that, I think. So we'll have a small buffer with that. We'll just put this in here somewhere. So I can make those. We probably can get this to be a bit faster here. Okay. So we should be doing a lot more of these. Which we need because we want to make these. I will make them up here, I think. Here. We're going to make flamethrowers. You should have all those things. We're probably going to want like 200 here. Yeah, we're probably going to want 200 here. I'll be honest. Now, there were some other things that I kind of wanted. I want to unlock laser turrets. I'd like to have these as a part of the defense as well as substations. Because we just... It would be really nice to have a little bit of a mixed bag here of things. So I want to make sure that we have some different power poles here. Should be fine. And then we're gonna have to make a couple of decisions here eventually. Such as how are we going to do unloading and loading of ammo? Because this here long belt thing is absolutely gonna stop. Which also means that we need a couple of train-related things here from the mall. So I need a train stop, train signals. I need a locomotive. I need the different kinds of wagons. I think we even... Let's just do artillery wagon, because why not? So we'll get a couple of these in here. And then... Do we have a lot going on here? No, not really. This is a good opportunity to upgrade this. This process here to just be slightly faster. I'll put these in here as well. For now, power is looking absolutely fine. We need a lot more batteries, though. This ain't gonna be it. This ain't gonna be it. Let's put that in there. Let's put those back. Okay. Do we have chemical plants, actually? We do not. We'll just put them up here. That's fine. Hopefully these will be constructing their stuff soon. TM. We have a lot of trash here in the logistics system as well, which is very unfortunate. I'm gonna leave that for now. So that's gonna be that. We're gonna have sulfuric acid kinda in here. Just gonna do this. And we'll do this as well. You can just go there. That's fine. There we go. There we go with that. I'll also put a couple of these in here. Okay, we can't put that there right now. Okay. Let's make sure that we have substations and that we have laser turrets. I don't think we have quartz. We should have glass. We have a lot of glass. We do have batteries. We do have this. But we do not have quartz. This is an ample opportunity to test out our new invention, which will go there. Well, we have a significantly increased amount of batteries, which is great. So how are we doing with walls, anyway? We have 4.2k walls. We have 200 construction bots and 200 logistics bots. We can do swarm safety now. I don't really care about swarm safety because repair packs here, they don't really do much. I mean, we're gonna have to repair everything, but like, who cares? Let's increase these to 500. Yeah, let's not use these slow inserters anymore. Getting a little bit tired of those, I'm not gonna lie. Where are the... There we go. Perfect. Okay. Is that a big snapper right there? No, that's a medium snapper still. We are so close to having a problem here. Okay, steel is being really slow. But this is basically a full belt, so I can't really do that much about it. Okay, landfill. How are we doing with landfill? We have a little bit of landfill, but this is not that much. We have a little bit of landfill, but it is not much. This will eat like 90 per minute. Or no, it will make 90 per minute. It's gonna eat 75 sand per minute though, or per second. Oof. Yeah, no. Can we do this? How are we doing with stone anyway? Stone is fine. Okay. So you can eat a lot of stone. Okay. So whatever stone will come in here is probably gonna get eaten. Yeah, we're gonna increase this, yeah. We're gonna need this. Alright, you can only make 30 per second. A lot of it goes in there. Because, like, we're gonna have to landfill some stuff here. This is gonna quickly go, I feel like. We only have 600 landfill. And one idea would be to, but I need water for it. Yeah. Okay, so I think we do this as well. This is gonna be mega expensive, by the way. This is 4 additional iron gear. This is 50 small motors together with 50 advanced circuits and 1 belt. Okay, weird. So it's gonna be quite expensive to do that. But then what we could do here is we just upgrade this belt here. So I feel like this is a fairly decent use of our resources right now. Yeah, we're not upgrading to blue belts, actually, though. Do-do-do. Okay, this is a decent amount of belt though. Then we'll do that. Let's see if we can do this here. Let's put another loader here to pull that in. We did upgrade to blue belt somewhere. Was that a corner here somewhere? Yes, okay. There we go. That's fine. So we need 400 normal belts. So that's eventually gonna be there. Okay. I feel like we have done what we can to prepare now. This is gonna have to do its thing, and then we'll be, you know, kind of fine. Okay, this actually... Right. Did I move this? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Fine, but kind of weird. Can I edit this here? Let's do this here. So this is... This needs to be bigger than this to do something, right? That's fine. Boom. Parameters. That's going to be P0. So stack size times 40. And then this is P0 stack size times 4. Boom. Save blueprint. Boom. Okay, we learn something new every day. Question is, these are probably not consuming a lot of power, right? No, they're not running, so they're not doing much. Okay, so we need to design a defense kind of thing. Actually, first, we probably need a station where a train picks up the ammo, right? Where do I actually want that? I don't have many good options. I feel like this here is probably the best option that we have. So we're gonna use that. And you know, I also kind of want this to recycle old rifle magazines. We do have a bunch of these, right? So if you take from that, and then you too, if there's more than... There needs to be less than one for this to be... No, there needs to be less than one, right? So this needs to be green right now because there's nothing. And now this, there's stuff in here. So we'll prioritize taking this, you know? That does maketh the sense. Okay. So, rail things. Rail things. We don't have rail things anymore. We need a rail ramp, and we also need rail support. I don't know how many of these things we have. We are about to find out, I think. Okay, we do have a bit. We do have a bit. Okay. So... yeah, this is not gonna be really used later, so we can do this. That makes decent sense, right? So I don't remember exactly here how or if we can do this. Is it here, maybe? Yes. So we can use that without putting anything in here exactly. So this is a couple of steps, right? It's basically here, I think, yeah. So the start of that is around the middle. That sounds pretty good, and that works out really well. And then we're just gonna do this. And there will be a little bitty train stop over here. I'll put it probably here for now. So what are we gonna call this? And what will be the layout of this train, actually? Let me see here. I'm gonna put it here. So we just need to prepare this slight train infrastructure. And then we can get into the design of this. I'm gonna make this train way bigger than it has to be. Just because I can. Okay, thank you. Finally. So I think we were thinking something like this, right? 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That seems fairly reasonable, in my opinion. I mean, we can even do 3 here, if I really wanted to. I would kind of do that, not gonna lie. Just to make this a beefy kind of train. So, however, I would not do this. We're gonna put an artillery wagon there. And we're gonna put one here as well. And then we'll put the fluid wagons in the middle. Okay, I think this is what we'll settle for. So what do we need to make these happen? We need artillery turrets, which we don't have. But we can make them. They don't need anything particular, do they? No, they don't really. So this train is absolutely freaking not really needed, yeah. Let's see here. Perfect. I just moved this station here. I don't think this is gonna go into the middle. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a gap here, or it's gonna be a little bit of a gap here. I think it's pretty much whatever, really. That's gonna need some chain signals here. That's gonna need some chain signals and some not chain signals. And that should be fine. So we're still waiting for... You know, this is way too slow, man. How are we doing with the belt? Not particularly well. Okay. Can we increase that speed a bit, please? Maybe I shouldn't have upgraded this belt. At least we're getting landfill. But it's taking a long time. It is taking a long time. Okay, meanwhile, let's check out this. Probably shouldn't have clicked it. So as far as I remember, there is a damage bonus based on what kind of fluid you get with this. I don't think you can see it until you connect it to something. So heavy oil, light oil. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure it's gonna say once we have that down there. Okay, and we still have to wait for this to do the thing. Okay, this is incredibly quick, yeah. At least this is working really, really well. Power is gonna be a huge problem going forward. And I would also like to start looking at nuclear power options. But first things first, we need to secure a bit more territory here. We're gonna take this one and this one here first. Make sure that we have a proper defense set up for that. Not sure how we're gonna lay this out exactly. But we'll figure something out. I have a general idea on what I want to do. Okay, can I get these wagons now? That would be really, really helpful. Okay, so at least that's connected. We're gonna have one more here shortly. It's almost done. And then I don't need to care that much about it. You can probably stop with that. Right, you also need radar. I should probably have fixed this as well. Let's do 50 there. Let's do radar. It's not a huge deal. But I think we probably don't want to have more than 50 artillery shells stockpiled. We will definitely shoot ourselves in the foot there. Okay, let's name this. I'm gonna name it military ammo supply. Okay, I don't know if that makes that much of a difference. Okay, so let's wait until circuit condition, I think. It's decently quick with 6 locomotives, to be honest. Which is really what I want. still takes a while to travel. Max speed is 231. Do we have any fuels that would increase max speed? Can't really see that. Okay, and there's no gap there. Can I see that here? Is the question. So that actually cuts. So this is 105% top speed with 120% acceleration, which is pretty decent. So 125, 125. So until we get advanced fuel, I think that's the best fuel we can get, realistically. Because this is a nerf. Yeah, that's definitely a huge nerf. Okay. Fuel. Okay. Right. No, we're not going this way. We are going to do that. Thank you. Perfect. So, back to the flamethrower question. Fluid damage modifier 100. You can't take petroleum, so that's not an option. This is 105%, and this is 110. So light oil is definitely the way to go. So it's the same as vanilla then. Now the question is, do we have light oil readily available here? We do have some light oil here. So let's take this and pump that in here. And then we'll do this. We'll take said pump here. And we'll just do that. We'll definitely not be using two different kinds of fluid for this. So there's not really any point in like splitting this up. Now, when it comes to ammo, I'm gonna start with just pulling this here. And we're gonna do this. I'm pretty sure we can just build this up completely with that loader. Perfect. I don't think we do have any pumps either, which is a little bit yikers. So let's make sure we have pumps, probably tanks. We have a ton of tanks in the thing. Maybe also offshore pumps. They're nice to have. I don't think we have any in the system, but we definitely have tanks. So we're not going to be making any more of those, but it's nice to have. Meanwhile, let's see if we can unlock a couple more technologies here of the type that actually goes away. So ducts. We can unlock this. Biofuel. Air purifier. I just want to unlock a couple of things that reduce the available stuff that we have. That would be good. Yeah, I just want to see that light oil comes in here properly. And that we can then start building our wall. And we're going to start up here. We can also do this with artillery shells of this kind. We'll just put that out there. The range is not great or anything, but it's gonna keep them away from the immediate vicinity of the wall-ish. And we can manually target with these quite far away, actually. So that's pretty good. Okay, now when it comes to designing something, I should probably not start there. I should probably start down here because this is at the end of our ammo line, which is not really what I wanted to do, but I think it's a reasonable argument to make. This has nothing in it. Well, that also actually needs this. So the pumps should be making now. Okay, let's go down here and start taking a look at how we're going to design this defense. Yeah, that's probably because it doesn't fit that well. So, we have 5 roboports here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to start from the middle here. And we're going to mark this down like this. This is kind of the middle. This is kind of the middle. So I've tried my best to find something that doesn't suck. And I've been fiddling around with these designs for quite some time. And it's hard getting something to fit. Just in general. let's turn that off. And let's go here. I think I want 4 here. So we're gonna go 4. And then I think I want gun turret here and here, yeah. And we'll do this. We can probably downgrade. No. Can I? Why? Why? Okay, let's do that then. I'm also gonna be putting lamps on this. I should have been better at putting lamps up, but I've been slacking with that. But we're gonna put it in this blueprint here. And this is gonna be the middle here. So somehow this will be what I need. And this is not exactly gonna be how it is later. But that's fine. So I'm gonna compartmentalize these because I don't know how hard these biters are, and if they have to work a little bit to get through to the other turrets that are shooting them, I think that's a good idea. I don't really have any solid evidence for that, but I still think it's a pretty decent idea. And this is where we're gonna be unloading our ammo, right? And also, we're gonna unload some other stuff here. And then, what I think we'll do is just put this here, right? And then this would go here and just kind of keep going, right? And we can lock this inside. I'm out of wall. And then we will have a mix between laser turrets. So we'll have laser turrets here. And then on the next one, I'm gonna put a flamethrower turret. And there would have been a flamethrower turret here, I think. We can put that up there. So yeah, okay, so that does reach. And these two can kinda cover each other, which is great. Can even do this, probably. Okay. So the question is how far we have to go here with this design. Because this on the other side here is going to be mirrored. So you'd have to go there, yeah? And then that would connect kind of there, but not really. Because we're gonna have to have something that comes in here with this, you know? We need the juice here. We definitely need the juice. And then we also need power, obviously. And things like that. Huh. Not great. So the question is, how far... If I would be putting one up here, I think we need... As I calculated this a little bit before, I think we need one gap here. That's gonna be 3 by 3. And there's an annoying thing here where... One, two, three, right? This is 3. And then this will not fit. So this 3 by 3 is gonna require a red belt instead. And we'll do the same here. And then we'll do that, and then we'll do this. And this would then go there, I think. But this would be mirrored and go here. And we'd upgrade that, and then we'd have that there. Right? So... These pockets look kind of nice. Question is if we'll be able to properly fit this or not. I hope I don't get attacked here right now, because that would suck. That would absolutely be terrible. Why are you guys not helping? Did we really just queue up all of that from the main base or what? I guess. Then we would do that. And we'd do this, and then I think this would be flamethrower again. And then we'd have 2 of these. And then flamethrower, right? Well, we'll see how we line this up soon, actually. So this would be flamethrower. And then we need 2 more of these, right? And then it would be flamethrower again. Here. Right, and this would be this flamethrower. With the 3 gap. Like this. And then we're closing in on the corner. So the down corner is gonna be way different than the other corner, yeah. Because we're gonna have a different set there, yeah. That's a pretty decent start. That's a pretty decent start. Let's put this here. Right. Okay. It's a bit annoying. Should probably have deleted that other stuff before, yeah. Okay. That should be fine. I mean, I'm thinking we probably just do this, yeah. I'm gonna see what walls I can remove here probably in a second, but let's cover this up for now. Oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't be walking around in there, but it's mostly me being in the way, yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna have to look at how we can feed this power without it being absolutely fucking terrible. I think we need a substation here. I think we need that there as well. Is this gonna be it? This is the cutoff point, right? Yeah, it is. And then we'd be here. And then we'd be here, here, here. Right? I think. How much wall have we spent on this project so far? This here is not looking that good. I'm gonna leave that as it is. Do that. We'll do this. Put this here. Perfect. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no. Did I? Oh, wait. No, this is definitely gonna be here. My bad. I'm stupid. I was like, fuck, why did I copy that several times? But no, I did not. So, let us grab these. Like so. And that's now working, yeah? Okay, yeah, that is now working. Uh-huh. So, we did put that one step down. Why did I call that ammo supply? Let's call it ammo loading. And then this here will be ammo supply. So you're gonna go from here to a station that doesn't exist yet. Let's see, what else can we research here? Reinforced plates. Why not? Portable. radioisotope thermoelectric generator. That's a pretty good item right there. Let's get that. We just need to wait for this station to be made. We do have a couple of these now. But we are not doing well on steel. We are not doing well on steel. We probably need to upgrade this to a red belt. To have more throughput there. Yeah, okay, we did not change that either. It's fine. We'll stick with that for now. We're missing construction robots. We're not really missing anything else. Okay, we're about to hit 50% here. I'm gonna go and grab some wall. There we go. Just to make this quicker. Why are you not making anything? Ooh. Ooh. I see. Speaking of power, our equipment was completely drained. Let's see here. We'll put that back there. Well, I should have probably noticed that a little bit quicker, huh? Okay, that's better. So we're not making any substations because of copper wire. Let's place that there. We'll get those in no time. And we'll place the rest of this as well in no time. Because now I can actually help. Okay. So the bots can concentrate themselves on some other stuff. This station now exists. So we can add this and we can say also circuit condition go. Because we're lacking this piece of rail, it's not going to go there. And it's going to take some time for this to move around to actually get to this specific position. But that's fine. We may need to do this, though. So we don't fuck up the rare metals here. Boom. We'll do that. Fine. Okay, so the train is leaving. There's nothing here that it wants to shoot at, so that feels like a pretty significant win. Now we just need to figure out how we're gonna connect this to make something that doesn't suck. Okay, this is fucking terrible. We'll put that there. We'll put this, and we'll put a pump. Where did we have the pump? The pump is... There we go. There we go with that. I don't know if this was full, but probably not. Because of steel, right? Right. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a look at that steel production. We are really gonna have to take a look at that. What's the ratio here? Huh. We need 3 of these per steel furnace to make that a good ratio. Man. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna feed... we're gonna make more enriched iron and fill these and do 4 iron belts instead. And then we'll do an iron belt directly in here. I think we'll have to fix that next time. But so far, the flamethrowers are ready. Couple of the turrets are ready. Oh man, okay, I should really be doing this here, yeah. Because this here ain't gonna be a thing. So we are going to do this. And we'll do this. And this whenever we're gonna read contents, and whenever this is less than light. No, it's a fluid. when that's less than 5k. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't actually work. But that does. And we'll have a limit here with like 400, because otherwise this is gonna be a lot. It's already a lot of ammo, right? This is already a lot of ammo because we're double stacking this belt. I really have to improve our ammo production here. Okay, so okay. We also need to read this contents. I don't think that we can do both, right? No. So what we have to do here is we're gonna have to do a... Oh, let me take a look at what I did with the combinators somewhere. Where the hell did I even use the combinators? Did I remove that? It has been too long. Yeah, I removed that. Yeah. Because we had that with the thing. Can we do... each less than 5 will output a green signal 1, right? I think this is what we want. So for example, if I take this, no. How do we want to do this again? If any of the input signals meet the conditions, it will pass. Yeah, but you are not gonna pass anything if there's nothing. So if we are down to 0, it's not gonna... How do I want to do this, actually? Let's say this is less than 5. Okay, we can do light oil then. So if we do this, then it's gonna do output the green signal. And this is if green signal equals 1, then we enable this. And we're gonna have a 1 train limit here. Right, and so now this is available. And if I go here and I put this in here, that's no longer available. And this here is going to wait until, let's say, 10 seconds of inactivity. And this should wait here. Let's say time passed 60 seconds. And then you can start thinking about where you want to go again. I think this is kind of what we want to do. I'm kind of curious to see this getting attacked. I'm gonna have to like figure out a cornering strategy here. Like somehow, how do we make this fit like here? Somehow. But this here fits kind of well if we had another one of these like the same width away. Like here, then that could kind of fit. We only need one of these here, I think, per thing. So that kind of makes this part a little bit easier. But we might need to have some more walls or something. I'm gonna take a look at that between episodes, probably. And same with this one here. I'm a little bit... I don't know how to handle... Like, I want to unload on these straight sections. So do I just feed ammo backwards, for example? I could feed ammo to this thing out here, for example, and then all the way down here, and then this one would feed the whole line and then all the way down here. I'm gonna have to find... That's probably the easiest one. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to feed to the middle from both sides, and it's gonna be kind of a pain to get that to work, I think. And other than that, this section is 2,000 wall, 50 turrets, 50 gun turrets, 16 laser, and 11 flamethrower. So it's probably 4 times as much wall as we've used previously. But I think we're gonna need it. Anyway, I'm gonna do some work between episodes here, just to make sure that we get something that I can stamp out to more areas, really. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for this episode. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really nice